Good evening. Today is September 18th, 2019, and welcome to Savant's Academy, doing business as Royal Palm Beach Stars, the official youth basketball provider for the village of Royal Palm Beach. And at this time, we will take attendance starting to my right.
Robin Crawford, board member at large.
Claudine Gooden, president.
Sylvan Dale Smith, program director.
Xavier Smith, secretary.
Chadwick Pierre Lewis, treasurer.
Cheryl Sawyer, village liaison.
And with us being in quorum, I do have a message from Dr. Burrell, board member at large, that he's running a few minutes behind. We do make quorum today. If everybody could take their time to read over the agenda. All right, do we have any changes that need to be made, or any revisions? Or any additions?
Nope, looks good to me from my end. No additions. See everything on there that I need to address.
All right, I do want to make the addition of Brandon Pendergrass and Cheryl Sawyer, because I wasn't sure if both were going to show up today. So that can be added in the attendance section. All right, with that being said, may I have a,
I make a motion to accept.
And I'll second that.
thank you. So on to our secretary. Do you have a chance to finish the minutes, Mr. Smith?
Sent it to
Okay.
Okay, those minutes were emailed to everyone. You guys check the minutes over your phone? I emailed.
You send it to Cheryl?
Hmm?
You send it to Cheryl?
No, after we
Okay,
approve
I
it,
was
then
just
I'll
making-
send it to her.
Okay.
I was looking at the minutes, I was like, wait, hold on, I was here, but then I remember I wasn't.
Mine's running behind.
Hmm?
Having a hard time
Oh.
pulling it up.
Finishing the financials tonight.
If not today, tomorrow. I don't think today would be good, so I will maybe leave the laptop with me. Me and Robin will get the stuff printed and turn it over to Cheryl.
It's just a couple.
Yeah, okay, well, we'll finish them.
Okay.
When it comes your turn,
Hey,
just
Doctor.
mention that,
How you doing?
but then I'll take the laptop from you and
you
go to
can-
office.
Either one. Oh, yeah, either.
I'll
And
take
just
the
announce
laptop
your
from
name
you, and
for
we
the
go
record.
to Robin's office in the morning and print everything that needs to print.
Okay.
Hmm?
That's my name.
Oh, the E. Oh,
Dr. Robert Harrell.
Board member at large.
Board member at large.
Thank you.
Board member extra large.
her name, N-E, E, not I-N-E. I mean, E-N-E, not I-N.
And then you have Clausine has a computer system with a EZ2. Okay. So at this time, we're in receipt of the minutes. However, we need a little bit more time for review. So I'm going to table that for our next meeting and for approval for our next board meeting, and we will look at it at our workshop.
Question. The minutes, they're here.
Yes,
and
that's
as
it.
far as like the
Tender.
corrections with the
Mm-hmm.
name, just correcting the name, we still have to tender it to next meeting? We can't just like, no?
Did you get a chance to review? Did everybody? Dr. Rowell's not even in receipt of it.
Okay.
Okay. So of course, upon the approval of the board, our minutes will be tendered to the village. All right, on to our reports. I'm going to skip down to our treasurer.
Yes. Finishing up. Just have to get Savon and Crawford to print them out for the financials.
And I mentioned that we can also tender those after the meeting because I haven't been able to sit down with Robin as well. I can get the laptop and go to Robin's office in the morning and get everything done and turned over.
Okay, so So upon board approval, we'll tender it to the village. All right,
Okay. Or maybe I'm just talking low. Bring my voice up.
say it with your chest.
Say it with my chest.
All right, we'll move on to committee report. Coach, what were the results of the Publix fundraiser?
Don't have the exact numbers, but I believe it was over 1,000. I mean, I could look, but it's definitely was over 1,000 that was deposited.
All right, any
Into the
issues or
account.
anything like that?
No, it was great.
Good.
Yeah.
We still have to confirm our dates for the 3-on-3 contest, the 3-point shootout or 3-point contest, basketball golf event. I still want to let everybody know it did not fall off the table. And we do have a few partners that we mentioned at our last meeting, including Rangeman Films and Hey Mr. DJ. Thank you for partnership. Any updates on the partnership of Fracon?
At this time, we're representing the brand by wearing it, letting some of the people in the program, wear the brand before we can actually start selling. Because I believe the more and more you see a brand, is it registered, it's registering in your eyesight. So we just kind of want to get it out there in front of people before we start, actually selling it to parents, kids, and outsiders.
All right.
So just branding it right now.
Okay. Awesome. We still, for the shoot committee, we still have on task to request the report cards from our players to make sure that everybody realizes there's winners on and off the court, and we want to make sure we can catch anything early to help and assist through the shoot program.
I'm at school, so they got their progress reports today, and head coach over there, all of us were talking with them about, how they can improve.
Okay. Hopefully there's not too much talk, but if any help can be done or we can help with tutoring or providing a room for study, let us know. We definitely will. All right.
All right.
I'm going to circle back to my report with the update of the new logo. I'm in receipt of a draft, which I like, and it's at the last page of the agenda. I did put in a few requests, not that many, but just a little update. If we can make those little changes, and then we could present it at our next board meeting so we can go forward with the official logo. Well, this is a pretty short meeting. Also attached is the draft for our sponsorship letter. If everybody gets a chance to read it over and make any revisions, that would be great. And you also need input for the sponsorship packages for this year. So on to new continuing old business. We do have gym fees that are due. Are we in possession of to turn over those fees?
Chad, do you have the checkbook in the bag?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
Yes, we are.
All right, so while you're writing that, we will go on to the village for input and comments.
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Needed to report something.
Okay.
Speak on something. Oh, Chad, you need to sign $500 to the village. gym fees to the village of Royal Palm Beach. Need my pen? All right. Ready for my turn? Ready? Okay. I wanted to mention that that's what you have here, right? Christmas dance proposal.
Yeah,
That's what that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what 10-year anniversary.
No,
Or is that
right,
something
nine.
different? That's
Right,
something
nine.
different?
One more year.
Hmm? What you mean?
It's to be discussed.
Okay. But I still want to speak on it a little bit.
Yeah.
The fact that we've been with the village, 8 years. That's pretty big. I'm proud of that. To be with the village for 8 years strong, and it's not too many businesses that can say they passed 3 years. So for me, that's a great accomplishment to be with the village for 8 years. Outside of 8 years, we're going on 10 years since we started the program. So 2 years before that, it was just an idea. We were up and running outside of the village, around the village, but came to the village. And like I said, 8 years we're here, and I'm proud of that. So it's a big accomplishment. I've been speaking to the players and parents about that and trying to put together, anniversary for our organization. So again, that's a big thing. So I wanted to speak on it. And I can keep going because 10 years is pretty amazing. So you might want to stop me from that.
Congratulations.
Well, it's well deserved. There's a lot of hard work going into this organization. So, and we've had the pleasure of seeing 10 years of different sets of kids, and that's a big accomplishment. So we will make sure it's notable, and it is under Christmas dance proposal. We just want to make sure we set the date and then have a few surprises for Savon, but he's not supposed to know.
It ain't a surprise if I know.
So
You said it.
the anniversary party is scheduled for the December? Is that what you're thinking?
We want to do
Yes.
December.
For December, okay.
Yes, especially Christmas time. People are nice at that time.
Did you all have a location in mind? Hadn't gotten-
Yes, we
Oh,
actually
yeah.
were patiently waiting on the culture center. So, yeah, so I know, Brandon, we spoke a while back about all the wonderful ideas that I like to do between there and the Commons Park. So we'll finally get to act on those. Right.
Well, I mean, at this time, when it comes to sponsorships, no matter where the sponsor is, I do have a location. We would love to definitely do it within the city, but like I said, we are a nonprofit organization, and if someone's going to sponsor it and it's a little drive, we might have to take that as well. So I do have a potential sponsor, meaning a location.
All right, so at this time, I'm just documenting this check number. I was about to say, Robin, you might need to help me out since you know how to work this. All right, that should cover everything. Today's really quick and short, so on to the village for,
Yes, I did want to mention that there is a village special event upcoming in October, and it will be held at Commons Park, and it's called Rockin' Fall Fest, correct? And the adult portion of it will be held on the 25th, so it's primarily geared towards adults on the evening of the 25th, and then on Saturday, the 26th, is going to be family and children oriented. And then there's also a major, maybe you want to touch upon that, the haunted house that'll be out there for 5 or 6 days.
We'll have a haunted house out at Commerce Park from October 25th through October 30th. So those 2 event days, it'll be in conjunction with the event, but the remaining time it'll be the independent attraction throughout that week.
And this company is Catskills Company. This is what they do professionally.
Yeah, it's a professional haunted house company, Catskill Haunts.
Okay, cool. I'm scared of cats. They won't be haunting me, but I'll be on the outside waving. All right, so are we still able to do the drink, the Coca-Cola trailer?
That's the reason that I was bringing it up. And
Okay.
then would we be checking with the pirate?
Yeah, we'll still be with POTTC.
Okay.
Do you still have their number?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola trailer?
No, the Pirates.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're organizing
To get a space?
that part to get the space. Okay, so we
So
have to fill out
Pirates is the one that's still in charge of that event.
That will be organizing the spaces and locations
Okay.
Okay.
of vendors.
And that's the 25th to the 30th of October.
That is the haunted house portion,
Oh, okay.
but the actual festival itself, Rockin' Fall Fest, is Friday night, the 25th. And that's adult oriented, and then Saturday will be family and children oriented. That'll be all day
Okay.
and into the evening, probably until 10.
Yeah, it'll be from Friday will be from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and Saturday will be from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m.
3 p.m. Okay.
And this is already on the site, the village site? Is it on the site yet?
It should be.
Yeah. So we could go on the website and we could kind of like look and plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I just made note. Times of operating the truck would be from 5 to 10 Friday night, the 25th, and from 3 to 10 on the 26th Saturday. So we
the
would need
first
the
one is
vendor's
5.
application.
And if you all want to have literature out there to distribute, you can bring that with you.
All right. Might make a little short story called "Boo Boo the Basketball." It's funny. Okay, so we'll follow up with the vendor's application to make sure that we secure a good spot.
We also wanted to comment that there's been some reorganization at the village. Every supervisor in recreation is being given another area to oversee and giving up their old. So
Okay.
what that is going to mean is athletics will be going to Brandon, so Steve Pointer will no longer be handling athletics. Brandon will. Sometime in the near future, it'll be during the fall that he'll switch over. But the rest of us, we've been at this switch now for a couple of weeks, but it will mean that Brandon will become the liaison for Royal Palm Beach Stars.
Okay.
And that's one of the reasons that we're both here tonight, is so that we could introduce Brandon and make sure you all recognize him. And he's currently at the office at Commons, but eventually in the fall, he will be moving to the Recreation Center.
Okay.
Yeah, we
So he'll be-
recognize him from TV.
No.
All right. Well, congratulations to you all for doing the do-si-do. That's what corporate do-si-do.
So Cheryl, you going over the comments?
No, I'm going to stay, and I'm going to be working with programs for seniors,
Oh, cool.
Young at Heart Club, and then early childhood classes that are drop-offs. They now require daycare. Basically, you have to be a licensed
Licensed.
facility.
Okay.
So we're in the progress right now of converting the north wing of the building so that on weekdays it can be devoted to childcare licensed classes.
Oh, cool.
And director and the health department has long applications and processes that you have to go through. So we're in the midst of all that right now. So hoping by October, November, it'll be online.
Oh, cool. Nice change. Hopefully there'll be another gym because of all this expansion. As I bother Steve, hi Steve, and then I'll pass that torch on to Brandon.
The gym is looking really nice. It's a pale gray, so it'll be several shades of gray, but not like the book or the movie.
Oh, okay. That'll be interesting gray.
Not that many shades of gray. But it looks enormous.
Oh.
Taking those dark colors out and making it lighter, it looks brighter, and it's going to be really nice. It's going to be a nice place to showcase.
Nice.
Okay, so what they did was they knocked down the wall and
And
they
they
expanded
expanded the gym about
Well, the
2 courts
plan,
length.
the plan is in 3 or so years that they would start that expansion to where they would add a second gym in and also a wing for seniors.
Can the gym come with a locker room?
Listen,
It's
he
it's
said
gonna help you make more money. That's all I'm saying.
we're asking for too much now.
No, while we asking, we'll be at 15. Hey, 15 years in there.
And they'll also work towards a better controlled entry for security.
Yeah.
And I assume that would mean they'd have to have restrooms out in the lobby area too, so that people could access restrooms without having to
Enter into the
enter into the
main-
building
okay.
portions.
Awesome. And Brandon, while you're taking notes there, just go ahead, add a sky bar. VIP room, the boosters that help out our organization. Be help.
Going for the works, huh?
But yeah, I'm pretty sure the pastors will use it as meeting room, and kids will use it as gaming room. We'll hook it up. But thank you for the update, and congratulations once again. All right.
And Cheryl, thank you for everything you've done for our organization.
Of course.
We appreciate you, and you built the rec center, so we'll still be seeing you.
I will be
When
there.
I came there, you were there, so you built it for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I very much appreciate your guidance.
And you're very helpful, whether it's your people you're dealing with. It doesn't matter. You deal with everybody, so you're very helpful. So
Thank you.
yeah, we appreciate you. We walk in the center, and anyone asks you a question, even if it's not yours, you tell them, hey, you know about it. So that's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, likewise,
Fine.
respect what you all do. And as you all say very often, on and off the court.
Exactly.
I see you two over there.
Mm-hmm. Proof in the pudding.
Proof in the pudding is right there. Exactly.
Awesome. Will this conclude the report, or no? Anything else that we need to tender?
Okay.
All right, so the minutes will follow. We just have to make sure we make the little few changes, but the meat of it all is fine. All right. So at this time, it brings us to we can conclude our meeting. Our next workshop is October 4th. That's Friday at 7:30 p.m. And our next board meeting is October 16th, 2019 at 7 p.m. here at the Village. I just want to make sure, is it going to be here? Because sometimes I know we
Yes,
bounce
it
around.
will be here.
All right, awesome.
Before we end, I do want to say from now, October 16th, I will not be at the next board meeting, and that's due to the fact that one of our Savons Academy family members is taking me to Jamaica. When we're talking
Oh, my
about
goodness.
husband and wife, is taking me to Jamaica. So
Very nice.
yeah, I'm proud of that. Just to travel, outside of the basketball program with a family that I've built a
It's been so
relationship
long
with
since you've
over the
been
years.
I know.
And I was thinking
Yeah, I
too,
About 2
since,
weeks?
I think one day.
could Brandon get a list of each person, their responsibility and email,
Mhm.
telephone contact?
Definitely can.
Okay. Because Lou will come to you often and ask questions, and you'll be calling Savan and following up.
Yeah.
We did that today.
Yes, we did. Don't worry, Cheryl. I love them calls.
Still waiting on
Is
my last
everybody-
invitation, but it's okay. Lou? No, I'm just playing. Play with government people.
I know that next month they are planning to do the review of the provider agreement
Okay.
and also the interlocal agreement with the schools.
Okay.
If you all have any input that you would like for Lou to be aware of, this would be a good time.
All right.
Just as far as the provider agreement goes, my input would be, we would love to host, especially you, Brandon, being that you're going to be our liaison going forward, to be able to really host a tournament in the city, and to be able to use Royal Palm Beach High School, especially we do have one of our former players, who's coaching at the high school. We want to be more community, which we are. But as far as the gym space, we do have Royal Palm Beach Rec Center, we have Crestwood Middle School, and we do have Royal Palm Beach High School. And we would like to see it be a little bit easier to be able to use those gyms and bring revenue within the city, because everyone around us is hosting tournaments and able to use even Crestwood. And we want to be able to do the same, and not have so much drawback from, a location, if possible. We're not asking for the world, but we're just hoping that something can be done within that agreement for those in charge to actually see the need for a basketball tournament or a couple tournaments, from the city's basketball provider. It would be great, because honestly, we haven't done a tournament because we know how difficult it is to have all the gyms. The rec center, wonderful. We feel at home. It's great. So the village has been great to us. We're able to use the rec center. We're able to use Crestwood. But it's kind of difficult sitting back and watching all, like, Wellington travel, be able to just go from gym to gym and able to bring in revenue from, those schools in the surrounding areas working with them.
Do you know if they're scheduling, are their tournaments weekends,
If
They're always
Wellington-
weekends.
like Friday, Saturday,
Friday,
Sunday?
Mhm.
Yes. I mean, even if we do one, we just want to be comfortable enough to know that we have the support within the village,
I mean, it would
the
be
gyms.
my guess that they are paying for staff to man that school on the weekends, because the janitorial staff wouldn't be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even
but
with that, and I'll jump in because I'm
let me finish
working
this and
on
then you
that.
jump in. Let me finish this. What? Actually, I forgot what I was going to say because
Oh,
sorry about that. Sorry.
I'll jump in once I
Okay.
remember.
Even with that, trying to coordinate dates and have the school say, hey, when they have an opening, I personally received, we're booked.
So, okay, you've approached them
Yes.
and their responses were booked.
Basically,
Royal Palm Beach High
yes,
School.
we don't have time for you. And not to make us think about it, but when you have someone who is proposing to say, or to ask, all right, what is the price? So we can at least budget accordingly. We can't even get that answer back. It's very discouraging. So if that agreement can be looked at, and not to say that we want them to exercise whenever we feel we want to do something, we'll more than give them ample time to let them know when we plan a tournament. Tournaments have to be at least 6 months to 8 months ahead, so I'm pretty sure that's enough time to get an answer back as to what weekend is available.
Well, this is what we can do at our next departmental staff meeting. We can bring up your desire and wish and see if there is something that can be incorporated into the interlocal agreement portion with the school district.
That'd be great.
Obviously, it's something that Lou doesn't have control over, in the sense that the final decision is not his to make. You know what I'm saying?
Understand
But
that.
one never knows until one asks.
That's right.
And then also to find out exactly what the obstacles are that are preventing progress moving in that direction. Because it is a great idea for community events, for exposure of your organization, for your players to be able to get out and mix with others, and the pride of sponsoring a tournament.
And it affects our local businesses and the hotels in
So
the area.
true.
I mean, we know we travel to all these different places, and it's big business. It's huge.
It's like it could be a win-win for everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I
But
can't even
you-
get a rate. Oh, I don't know what the school board rate is, and what are you? You guys are nonprofit. Oh, I'm gonna have to look it up, and there just needs to be better follow through. At least if I have a price of what the gym is, how much it's gonna cost for the weekend, at least we can on our end work on sponsorship. But it's hard to plan if you don't even know if it's available, and what's the price. So I find that very hindering.
It would seem as if that would be in writing somewhere.
You would think so, right? Well, we'll just wait for that to produce sometime.
The government, there's supposed to be some transparency.
Mhm. So we'll look into that as well. But that when we're told we have agreements with local gyms, and it is something that we can exercise as an organization, and for the past, I won't even say 8 years, because I from the time I've been here from the beginning, but in the past 2 years, I can say I've had difficulty.
I'm sorry.
I personally have difficulty getting a rate, getting availability.
And this is from Royal Palm Beach High School.
That's correct.
And then we have had some difficulty even at the middle school level,
We have.
where there's been a historical use, and then we had problems even getting the historical use night.
Yeah. So,
So
but
we'll bring up your concerns at our departmental meeting, which is normally scheduled on Monday mornings.
okay.
So we'll bring this up.
Yeah. And then what is our rate too? What is it this year? Because I keep on hearing it changes, and police officer has to be added in. Fine and great. What's the rate? So we like to have answers to those questions.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of wrote down so I wouldn't forget what I was trying to say before. So what I've noticed that's lacking is the support of all three schools. That can stop you from gaining sponsors that may want to come on board to help your tournament. If they know you only have Royal Palm Beach Rec Center and Crestwood Middle School, then people aren't going to come to your tournament to play in two gyms, So the support of the schools within the village will go a long way to us going to market ourselves to potential sponsors who may really want to support us. You know, you take Chad, for instance, who coached at the high school. He coaches the freshman team. And if I'm running a business and Chad comes in there within the community and tell me, hey, the schools are on board. Here's the outline of where we're going to be doing a tournament. I'm looking for sponsors. I'm more going to sit down and listen to a guy who came from the program who's now sitting on the coaching staff. I'm going to listen to him, and I'm possibly going to sponsor him. And I say that because that's what I do. My presentation to sponsors is based off of what my back-end is, and that back-end is the recreation center. So if we have the back-end of the high school and the middle school, I could sell the program more, and people will come on board. So that support goes a long way, which is what I feel we're
It
lacking.
would be
that full
kind of
support.
remarkable, wouldn't it, to think that every weekend in an entire year's calendar is booked
Mm-hmm.
at Royal Palm Beach High School. It seems very unlikely to me.
Yeah.
So we will, we will see what information we can find out for you all.
Would gladly appreciate that.
And do you all know of any precedents? Is there any other sports organization that has organized at fields or gyms at all three locations, or is this a first timer?
That we know of, and what I'm researching, we'd be the first.
The first.
So,
Groundbreakers.
It would just be nice to,
Just
to have
to
that
get it
support
done.
that the recreation center and the village gives us.
yeah.
Right.
It would be wonderful. But at the end of the day, of course, we're thankful. Look at what it's produced.
Yep.
So it's not like we're sitting here saying, hey, we can't do this if we don't get that. But it would be nice to be able to expand more. It would help to gain even more people. Today I was at Publix and I was speaking to one of the workers, and they were saying to me, hey, you're well known in the community for what you've done. We have a lot of kids that work here. We've had a lot of customers that came through the store who know you guys. When they see you outside, asking for support, they want to give. They come in here, they buy their food, they get their change, and they always looking out for you guys because of how you guys present yourself within the community. And I know for sure that you've had parents who you didn't know, customers that you didn't know, and now they're in your program. So those things are big that one basketball program can do. And not only us, baseball, soccer, all of the travel providers, I'm sure they all go through the same thing where people are actually excited to give them a donation because of how they're helping young people.
And then it'll help us circulate our community dollars. Like if we keep on taking our support and bringing it to other places, we have to think about how the dollar circulates in our community as well. And Savon has done a wonderful job of having personal relationships that they ask, when are we going to come to your gym? They ask. Mm-hmm. So I hope to answer that question really soon.
And to add, ever since I've been, it's wonderful to have the backing of the village. I'll say that again and again and again. That's why I'm proud of the 8 years that we've actually been the provider. Because there goes Xavier, and any other kid that's came through our program, and even kids that I don't know, kids that play for other programs, I'm at every single Royal Palm Beach games. I don't miss any. So I'm even supporting the high school, whether they support the fact that they give us a gym or not.
Mm-hmm. I go to all their games. I'm going to all their volleyball games. I don't even have a child that plays women's volleyball. But I believe in supporting our community wholehearted, or else we all wouldn't be here.
I just want to reiterate a point that you're making because I think it's critical. We know that there are other facilities that you can utilize. Palm Beach Central has a price. I've been there for Taekwondo tournaments. But if you had your tournament there, the restaurants around Palm Beach Central, would get the business. The hotels around Palm Beach Central would get the business. And there would be no real benefit to your community if you're having the Royal Palm Beach tournament, Savant's tournament in Wellington, in Green Acres. So I think it's a little bit short-sighted when you have a couple hundred families show up and all of a sudden you can't get a hotel room within. I've been to soccer tournaments where that tournament has an impact that is palpable. You can't find a hotel room for 15 miles because Disney is having the ESPN soccer tournament every Thanksgiving and every Memorial Day. So I would strongly recommend that someone speak to a decision maker and just understand the ripple effect of having people drive to Royal Palm Beach to spend money.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know, it makes, as I think about this even more, I'm thinking it might be good for you all at a workshop to put together a proposal. Exactly what you have in mind, exactly who you, what facilities, and put it in writing. Because I find that a lot of things that are put in writing are followed up on to a higher degree than those that are only verbalized.
Oh, it's in writing. I'll forward it to you.
Okay, very good. And Brandon,
Oh, Brandon.
we'll
you
get,
need email
we'll
address.
exchange contact
afterwards.
information, yeah.
Yep, and I do want to say we've sat at that mic and spoke about this before, and every member that was on this podium was in support of what we're doing. You know, so I do want to point that out. The village has our back. You know, we just need to get that message to the high school. And possibly Crestwood.
And your relationship, the organization's relationship with the current coaches at the high school is good, is favorable, cooperative?
Well, in the past, there was a little drawback, and I'm not a very confrontational type of person. So if someone is not approachable, I'm not going to approach them. If someone have their own agenda, I'm not going to approach them. If I'm welcome, then I'll welcome myself to come to you. Now with Chad being on the staff, it's a new staff. The new high school coach, speak about him.
Yes, Marshall Riddle. He would be glad to be in the community. He used to play for Savant, so if he wants to get a tournament in there, that would be great. Most of the players there are with our team now, so it's real great. It's a real good opportunity.
And he brought up that we, the head coach was a member of Savant Academy.
The
Trained
very
with us.
first.
Very
The
first.
very
Very
first
first.
Savant. Well, no. The founding players were the very first team, and the high school coach at the high school came to me. That was Drew Quinn. He came right to me and he said, "We needed this in this community." And Drew Quinn used to do the camps at the Royal Palm Beach Rec Center. The village should know who Drew Quinn is, and he was loving what I did, and he put that first 10th grade team under the organization before I was with the village. So we would love to have that again. In the beginning, it was great, but Drew Quinn was no longer the high school coach. After that, there was a drawback. Now, a former player who was on that team is in that position.
Do the Savant athletes also play for their school teams?
Yes, yes.
There's no issue of competition, either or. I can only play for. So my concern is that if you elevate your profile, will that somehow impair the profile of the Royal Palm Beach High School team?
Not at all. Actually, we help build their profile. I believe the championship team, what was
Came
it?
from the kids who
70% of the team were Savant athletes. So
founding players.
I just
Founding players, they all been there So,
I would just hope they
yeah.
make a better effort into giving information and even look. I'll take a date in 2021 at this point. Just what can we do?
Send that to us in writing. So
I'm
you
gonna
have this.
forward that
Okay.
to you. All right. Well, so far it wasn't short, but but it's productive. With all being said, I do believe I did the workshop board meeting October 16th at 7 p.m. And I thank you for your time. This meeting is now adjourned.